Hi, I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig, and I have found the perfect kit for both inbound skiing at the resort as well as in the backcountry. This is made by Outdoor Research. This is the Carbide jacket as well as the Carbide bibs. If you're wondering, this is the kit that won the Gear of the Year award by Ski Magazine. Now I'm going to start with the jacket, go through that, kind of what I like, some of the features, and then dive into the bibs after that. So to start with, what I noticed immediately pulling these out of the package is one, how lightweight they are, and two, how easily packable they are. So a lot of the stuff that I have is pretty bulky, and it's definitely on the heavier side of things. With this, I noticed that it is, like I said, very lightweight. Now it's a 40D exterior, and you can see that it does have that Ripstop pattern built into the jacket. So if you were to snag it on anything and possibly get a rip, hopefully it's not gonna go the entire length of the jacket. It's gonna keep it in a small area. The jacket is made from Pertex 3-layer fabric. This is 100% waterproof, so you're definitely not gonna have to worry about the elements. Let's start with this hood. I can easily throw it up over a helmet. It has a lot of adjustability to it as well. On the inside of my collar, I have 2 draw cords that I can cinch the hood down with. On the very back of the hood, I also have adjustability. Speaking of the hood and how lightweight this jacket is, one thing I noticed skiing at the resort, making fast laps, the hood actually had a tendency to sit back there and flutter, but OR actually has this solved. I didn't know about it, but there's a hook for the hood, so you can kind of keep it cinched down and not back there just fluttering away. On the front of the jacket, you do have 4 main pockets, 2 down low as well as 2 chest pockets. These are all zipper closure, so if you have any valuables that you don't want to come out and they need to stay secure, any of those will work. On these lower pockets, if you're wearing a harness, the harness is going to interfere with getting things in and out of these lower pockets. Something that I like about all of the pockets on the inside, they're mesh lined. So if you're in the backcountry and you're skinning up and you're wearing this jacket, if you need a little bit of extra of airflow, you can open up all of the pockets and they all lead in through the mesh to the interior of the jacket. Speaking of airflow, I do have underarm pit zips on both sides. Again, open those guys up, all 4 pockets, you're gonna get a ton of airflow through it. Now, if you're cranking out laps at the resort, there is a nice pass pocket on the arm, easy to get the pass in and out, or if everything's automated, run it right by and the gate opens up. Your world is open at that point. On the very bottom of the jacket, there is a drawstring to give you some adjustability with the hem. If I open it up, they do provide 1 more pocket on the inside. Again, this one is mesh lined. This one could also serve as an audio pocket because they do provide a pass-through for headphones if you're still using corded headphones. I'm still doing that because I lost my AirPods. They really need to come up with a system where the AirPods are corded somehow to each other so that you don't just lose them all over the place. Someone needs to come up with that. On the very bottom of the jacket, there's obviously a POW skirt because you're gonna be skiing more POW than you know what to do with. Take your snorkel. Pretty simple POW skirt. There's not a lot to dive into on that. Now, speaking of both the bibs as well as the jacket, one thing to note is that it is really light. And so what I found is going to the resort, I definitely have to layer up underneath this with some pretty thick layers because being so light, it definitely does not provide a lot of warmth. Tons of protection from the elements, not so much warmth. But this is why it's one kit to do it all, because if you head out into the backcountry, strip those layers underneath, wear these as just the shells, and you're not gonna get too hot on the way up. Before I shed this jacket so we can dive into the bibs, I will mention that I am 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, and about a 44-inch chest. Right now you can see that I'm wearing a small down jacket underneath this, and I'm wearing a size large. It provides plenty of room in my arms as well as really nice length. The bibs are also a size large, and I have about a 32-inch inseam. Now I'm gonna take the jacket off, probably get a little bit wet, but I want to make sure that you can see the bibs clearly. Again, this is made from the Pertex 3L fabric, 100% waterproof. Something cool that they've done with the bibs is their collaboration with Arcade, who actually makes really badass outdoor belts. So the suspenders on these, this is where the collaboration comes in. Now, not only are they collaborating with Arcade, but the artwork that you can see on these is actually from a tribe. The tribe is a rural community out of India, and what's cool about a collaboration like this is that it gives them an opportunity to be able to sell their artwork. So diving into the bibs, a little bit different than other bibs that I've had. On the side, I have one long zipper that I can zip down to my knee. Once I have that unzipped, this is actually how you get in and out of the bibs. Also, if you didn't want to keep the suspenders clipped, they are very easy to unclip like this, and you can get the back, the side, in and out very easily. Personally for me, I like to just keep them ready to go all of the time. Now on this side, there is a little bit of a smaller zipper here, and this goes down to about, I don't know, 2/3 of my way down my thigh and opens up the entire side. So if I have this open and this one open going uphill, I can shed a lot of heat very easily. On the very front, I do have a large pocket, and it actually goes all the way over to this side of my chest. If you wanted to get a really nice form fit, you could wear a belt with these. They do provide belt loops throughout that whole midsection. On the very bottom, they've built in a little bit of extra toughness here. So Callie and I ski, and I've definitely hit the bottoms of these bibs with the ski edges quite a few times. I wasn't sure when I pulled these out of the package how well they were gonna hold up, again, because I thought this material was a little bit lighter than other things I've tried in the past. So far, there's some marks there, but nothing is ripped, so I'm very happy with that. Also, something that I haven't seen on bibs or pants for that fact, on the inside of this cuff, on the back, you actually have a spot that's been cut out so you can insert your power strap if you're wearing ski boots. You can actually take the power strap around your entire cuff here, and that way you are not going to get any snow up into the bottom of your pants. Something that should also be mentioned about this 3L Pertex fabric is that it stretches. So the jacket as well as the bibs have a ton of movement provided through them. If I wanted to ice climb or ski, snowboard, everything that I'm doing easily moves with me. I don't feel restricted at all. I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but Callie also has the Carbide jacket as well as the bibs. So if you'd like a woman's perspective on them, please be sure to check out her review as well. Again, these are made by Outdoor Research. These are the Carbide bibs as well as the Carbide jacket that I had on earlier. If you guys have any questions on anything, please leave them in the comments section below and we'll get back to you. Also, if you're wondering where we are or what we're up to, check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Adventure Rig. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig.